Hey Leo, it's Tuesday. Let's do your reading real quick. So this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It is general. Of course, you're showing up in your own reading here with the Strength sign, but it's in reverse. And then it came with the Lovers, which is, I'm loving, totally getting into these lotus, this flower, this lotus, because it's when sun, it's when the light, look into it if you don't know, and I'm just learning about it, but when the light hits it, it opens up. So this is a decision. This is Strength card, but it's in reverse. So it looks like somebody has in the past, or overall something that's influencing your life is a decision or not making a decision out of, I hope I don't offend people, and just trying to, sometimes it's hard to say it pretty and still get the point across, but it's like the Strength, what's the opposite of strength? It's weakness. So it's like not making a decision because the decision was difficult, something like that. And then, but it's really affected my readings, trying to, like, all this stuff that people get canceled for, and like, you're not supposed to say this and you're supposed to say that. It's really affected my readings, and so I've got to find a way to not be on eggshells about how I word things, because the message doesn't come through as clear. And there's a lot of majority, I think, of people that are watching my channel really want a clear message. They don't want it band-aided, and So anyway, I hope I don't offend. That's never my intention, is ever to offend. I'm not racist. I'm not sexist. I'm not any of those things, to the point that I don't even think about having to. I don't even think that I could be offending someone. So possibly just that's maybe me being naive. But anyway, this looks like it's not making a decision out of just plain old weakness. So. The Hermit card, this is it's being alone. Maybe it was thought of to be easier to be alone, but I think that was a fool. Very, very important not to isolate, you guys. And maybe there's been some embarrassment. I don't know, this isn't typical Leo. This could be the person you're thinking about, but maybe there's been some embarrassment about some things that happened, and that kind of caused you or someone, I do think there's a lot of crosswatcher energy, to isolate. Isolation is really, really bad. That's what people do to prisoners, okay? It's really, really bad for you, so find a way out of it. Don't isolate, and don't be around people who want you to isolate you from other people that support you, okay? But whatever this was, there was a lot of time alone thinking, look at this zebra, I never noticed it before. See the zebra stripes? Wow. That's crazy that I never noticed that before. Okay, so anyway, but this alone time really was difficult, in the sense, I think it made somebody have to face up to something, brought in a lot of emotion, and possibly a new beginning. We also had Awakening at the bottom of the deck, but that was just pre-shuffle, so let's see what's going on when we lay out a spread. So how are you guys? I love you. All right, Page of Voices. I'm going to read this the kind of the old-fashioned way, which is the Page of Voices is communication typically, but this page is that nosy page, the page that let me see if I can get it to focus. The page that is real inquisitive and really wants to find out. So it could be an element of somebody's watching you, and okay, I'm feeling that. There's a painful ending. Looks like somebody watching you rise above maybe something they did to you. We've got recent past, Wheel of Fortune, love it. Wheel of Fortune is abundance. It's destiny. I keep getting, I am every woman. Like, I have the ability to handle the 5 pillar, like there's the 5 pillars, actually there might be 6 now, but it's like there's home, health. I need to really look at them, so I'm just kind of ad-libbing here, but there's like home, health, money or finance, love, passion. There's these 5 pillars, and there's a need to really put energy into all the different areas of your life, not just love or rely just on family to make you happy, or to rely just on business, or there's a need. We sum it up by saying balance. We say that all the time, but we don't. Most of us don't go into the depth of what that means. And balance, it means, see this 5 here, this 5 of materials, which is often being left out in the cold, but this 5, the hand that's showing, is making me think about the 5 pillars. So make sure you're not neglecting any of those other areas. Like if you need to take a walk or take some steps towards your health, you're not, one of these areas, okay, you can't rely solely on one pillar to feed you, keep you happy. That's like trying to fill your cup from one person. Okay, it takes a variety, and also the benefit is if one area falters, like if your love, there's trials in certain areas, which there always are going to be trials in all the different 5 pillars, but not at the same time. So you can rely on the other 5 or 4 or 3 that are going well to get you through and give you the strength to survive and fix whatever isn't going right. Okay, life is just a series of learning, of events and learning, and it's not all easy. It's not all rainbows and butterflies, or we would never grow. We have trials and challenges to promote growth. Okay, High Priestess. Sorry, I don't know where that long-winded thing came. So you do have a return, and I'm getting this a lot. This is happiness, sadness. This is thinking about the past. It's a childlike energy. So I feel like that with these 2 cards opposing each other, I feel like there's possibly a return. We'll dive in. Looks like somebody's watching you rise above what was painful. Because I also feel like, Leo, you're destined to become something great, and something negative, whatever this person that maybe wasn't up to your level, is not supposed to hold you back or pull you down. In fact, if they can raise up to your level, it will probably be very beneficial for them too. So Ace of Inspiration, passionate new beginning, breaking free. This is pretty simple. 2 of Wands. Again, we have a decision, looking to the future. What's best for the future? What's the worst case scenario if you keep doing what you're doing? Maybe try that, looking at it that way. Worst case scenario is you don't grow in whatever area, right? We don't want that. We want to look to the future and get some kind of blood pumping and going. This is so similar to another reading I just had. Wow. We've got Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. Truth, ethics, family, tradition, high-level relationship. But we have a 5 here. 5 of Voices. That could be conflict. Becky. Ooh, maybe somebody's name is Becky. How crazy is that? It's like petty bickering. And I do feel, again, there's a need to rise above it. Let's get some clarifiers. I want to know also, is this the return that I think it is? So you may be looked upon as the voice of reason and wisdom. There's the Ace of Voices. It's typically it's victory after a battle. Whatever this difficulty has been, it looks like you're going to be the one to prevail. Of course, it's better when all sides have growth from it, right? Yeah, there's a Tower. Look at that. Magician. Oh my goodness. Wow. Ace of Materials. Okay, how many aces do we have here? Ace of Materials. That's stability. Ace of Inspiration. This is screaming like new life, new beginning. Something that, it's like that making making lemonade out of lemons. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Somebody is manifesting a huge glow up from a Tower. And it has to do with like becoming your better self. So I think this message is about somebody wanting to return, but I think it's going to have to be, look, I did a lot of inner work here. I grew, I think that you've blossomed and you've broken out of a mold that maybe this painful ending had you in some sort of like funk or questioning your value, and I think you put a stop to that. I'm getting a lot of energy about hands. Okay, so I don't know how that's relevant, but there's literally like a stop energy. Stop. Don't come any closer. Don't push me. Don't try to influence me or change my. It's more like you've put a stop to something that was, or you've grown above something that kind of had you feeling blocked and not yourself. But there's that whole theory about taking, like, the person, the best, most in shape person at the gym is often the one that started going to the gym after a heartbreak. That's what's happened here. This is glowing up after being torn down, and now it does look like someone's going to return. But this is like a strong saying, just saying, do not come back and try to do this again. If you come back, if somebody comes back, they're gonna need to tell you why and how and prove it. And I kind of feel like that person is going to, because I feel like they are maybe hit a low to where they're like, I want to be on your train. They want to get off the struggle bus and jump onto that, happy train you're on. But you got to not try and save somebody that's going to pull you down. You know what I mean? Tell me a little more about this one. Actually, tell me a little bit more about this return. Is this a return from the past? Is it a good thing? This is screaming. A tower ended up being beneficial because of the good that came out of it, probably even more so a higher, better position or situation than if it had never happened. It brought clarity. Again, clarity. And then there's the Queen of Voices. But no more mincing words. I think this is all about, yeah, I'm a badass. I'm going to, succeed. You want to jump on my happy train, you got to elevate. You got to level up. What is this Five of Swords? Life is, I know law of attraction, you're not supposed to say this, but I feel like life has gotten tough. It's gotten tougher. And not in protecting our energy is extremely important right now. We've got two voices that's blocked. So I feel like you're going to block or need to be reminded to block negative energy. You got king energy all over here, all over the place. I'm so tired of my phone. Okay, so 10 of Cups and 5 of Inspiration, 5 of Wands. This is like nobody can stop you once you realize, see that stop. There's the Emperor. Do we have any advice? Wow. Protect your energy. There's the Hermit again. Hermit and Hierophant. I feel like we had Hermit already too. Ace of Cups. You got a amazing new beginning. Aces all over this. This is like the glow up. But I also keep feeling like somebody's going to want to come back and be on your level. But you're better off alone than letting somebody bring you down. So there's going to be some sort. This also, you know what this could be, Leo? It could be a message not to, you can only help others to the point that it's not detrimental to you. And that's a hard balance, but you can say, how can I help? but you can't lose track or get off your train, your track, to help someone else. And if somebody else isn't able to help themselves, I think you got to limit. Like maybe you could find somebody, help somebody find a counselor rather than being a counselor, their counselor. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Stay stable with your beginning. Yeah, it's all about balance. Ace of Pentacles and the Justice card. You got every ace here. Ace of Pentacles, something stable, something... I wonder if you have more than one beginning. Something stable, something exciting and passionate, something, a victory after a battle. I just feel like you got to be real careful to protect your energy. And they're going to have to rise up. Because, don't dumb down so that somebody else feels more comfortable in your light. I mean, your bright light, it can make, sometimes art, when we shine so bright, it can make others uncomfortable because they're just not there. But, everything kind of goes up and down in waves. So when you have those bright, shining moments, freaking ride that wave. Okay? All right, I know if somebody wants to know more about love, tell me about this person that he is dealing with. Oh, wow, again, hangman, third hangman. So the hangman is multiple things. It's, it's somebody that holds back on a real light level. That's like a real, surface level meaning. But it also is enlightenment. And then this Wheel of Fortune, it came out with it again. Look at that. So it's basically seeing destiny. Somebody's seeing things more clearly. Let me pull a romance angel. I don't know about these romance angels. Sometimes they are just so freaking amazing, and sometimes they're... I never really show. No. You deserve love. All right, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this one because I caught my eye a minute ago. This could be the one. Heart-to-heart conversations. All right, let's do your assignment. This is a deck. You do have it looks like you have a return, but you're just going to have to be ultra careful to make sure that this person rises up and doesn't drag you down again, okay? And maybe you need to tell them that. Don't let this person drag you down. You got at least four aces. We had four aces. We had every ace. So it looks like you definitely have options. You're not going to be limited to someone that isn't able to elevate to your level. Call a friend for a chat. Schedule. This is your assignment. Let me make it. See if I can get it to get clear. Schedule a time to have tea or go for a walk. We are social beings, even the most introverted of us. See if you can keep the conversation focused on what's working well in your life. If you need to vent about something, then set a timer, I love this, for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, move on to another higher vibe topic. This goes really well with this reading, which was limit your negative exposure. Limit your negative exposure because you are on an hip swing, you're on a wave and you got to ride it, and you don't want to be side railed or derailed by somebody negative. So there you go. This is a good way to do it. I like that. Okay. All right, you guys, I love you. I will see you soon. Let me know in the comments. I love the comments. I don't know what's going on with my comments. Nobody's leaving comments anymore, but I love to see where you're watching from. Say hi. Some of my favorite comments are just seeing where you guys are watching from, because I can kind of connect my prayer chain, see where my prayers are reaching. And I love when you guys support each other in the comments. I love when you do that. Thank you so much to those of you who do that. And I will see you soon. Bye, Leo.